Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel for another video. My name is Brenda Kay and I am so happy that you are here and joining me on my Year of Simple Abundance, 365 days of self-discovery and living a simply abundant life. Today we are on day 13, but if you are watching these in real time as I am filming them, we are so beyond day 13. But I have been busting my butt to work to get my collection done, my first collection done. And there is a good bit of it right here in this box. I'm not gonna go through it. There will be, when I get everything done, and I'm going to be filming videos for these for my channel for Hook Needle Bead. You can go over there and check it all out, and I'll make sure that I add the links to the videos when I get that done. But I have probably 75% done, and we have started photo shoots. We had one session today, so that's kind of why I'm sitting here in front of my door, because this is actually where we were doing the photo shoots, and I realized it's good to filter natural light with my screen and the outside light, and hopefully it's working. I mean, I look a hot mess, but I'm an artist. I'm allowed to be a hot mess. Anyway, we are on day 13 and we are talking about gratitude today, starting to talk about gratitude as a practice and not just a concept. We have been working on training our thinking, retraining our thinking to be aware of the things in our life to be grateful for, and the, sorry, I'm sitting on the floor and my feet are falling asleep. And the abundance that we already have in our life, and just being aware of that and being thankful for that. We're actually going to put gratitude into practice, and I'm going to have a little project tomorrow that I'm going to share with you guys, so hope you guys are ready for a project. But today is called Gratitude Awakening the Heart, and one of the big themes here getting into gratitude is realizing that she talks about where one day, it was just a regular day, she realized that she was emotionally and physically exhausted from focusing on the things she wanted to buy but couldn't afford, and trapped in this circle of wanting to buy but couldn't afford it, which was making her depressed. And because she was depressed, she was wanting to buy things and couldn't afford it, and it was making her depressed. And it just was this circle of depression and lack. And as she was thinking on this, she had the idea that, and she puts it, her soul whispered that what I really yearned for was not financial security but financial serenity. And, you know, it's so true. We're never financially secure. I know, like, the financial gurus, I'm a big fan of Dave Ramsey, and he talks about how, you know, you do these things, you get out of debt, and you pay off your house, and you have so much money, you know, 6 months of savings, you know, emergency fund savings, and you have your kids funded for college, and it provides a sense of security, but we're never financially secure. Because at any moment it can change. We can have all the planning in the world done and it can change. Something can happen and it can change. How many times do we hear stories in the news of people who have, you know, millions and their accountants ran off with their money, or, you know, stock markets crash, or, you know, all it takes is one really good illness, and bad illness, but, you know, something like that, and someone loses their job, or, you know, who knows? There are so many things that can happen that focusing and building our life around security, financial security, is not, like, it's not possible. In the context she's talking about, we need financial serenity. We need to be at peace with whatever our financial status is. And this is really hard. Trust me, I get it. It's really hard. Especially if you're at a moment of life where you are trying to survive. You're just trying to put food on the table and gas in your car and shoes on the kids' feet. And I'm there was this point, I hit a point last night where I realized that my daughters have some trips coming up, and I've been paying on those trips. And the money's due, like the rest of the balance is due. And I'm like, I don't know. Because I had put my security in something, and that has changed, and it's not providing I've talked about before, the rideshare program that I'm charged for is not providing the income it was because they've changed the structure, which happens. So that's not my security. But I have to learn to be at peace and know that it's gonna come together. Somehow it's gonna come together. That's kind of the impetus, like the fire under me to finally get this collection finished, because I've been talking about getting it finished for weeks, and I need to get it finished because I can't sell anything to anybody if it's not done. That's going back to the whole, hang on a second. Okay, sorry about that. My son was telling me his bus just went by. It like goes by the end of our street and then goes through the neighborhood and then comes back up the other end of the street before he gets off. And there's like forensic cars and police cars down the end of the street. I didn't go down there to see what's going on, but I had to read his text messages. That's kind of crazy. Anyway, where were we? Serenity instead of security. No idea what I just said. The only problem is I don't remember what I said before that. So anyway, what she did was she refers to God as spirit, and I have no problem with that. That she asked for help and committed to following wherever spirit would lead. And for the first time, swear? Okay. I don't think I'm supposed to be talking about this because, believe it or not, in the last 5 days, this is about the 4th or 5th time I've tried filming this video. We're gonna get through. For the first time in her life, she discarded her 5-year goals and became a pilgrim, a seeker, and committed to going wherever spirit would lead her. And once she did that, she could look at her life with different eyes and be thankful for even more and express even more gratitude for the things in her life. And it brings up that how can you expect God, the universe, source, spirit, however you want to phrase it, how can you expect that to give you more if you are not grateful for what you already have? Like, if you're not thankful where you are, and in the Bible it talks about, those who are diligent with a little will be, diligent with a lot. And it's that same concept. If you're not grateful for what God has already given you, then why is he going to give you more if you're not going to be, if you can't already prove that you're grateful? Why would you be given more? Like, if your kids, you give them presents for Christmas and they go and destroy them and they're not thankful and they're always wanting more and not telling you, I want this and I want that, you're not going to give it to them because they're not thankful and careful with what they already have. So, she says here, what I was experiencing was merely a temporary cash flow problem. Finally, I came to an inner awareness that my personal net worth couldn't possibly be determined by the size of my checking account, and neither can yours. And that is so true. We live in a world that puts so much stock in what clothes are you wearing, or your designer clothes, how big is your house, how new is your car, and how, that's not where your worth lies. If you have all those things, I pray that you're thankful for that and that you are using what you have to give back to others. take care of yourself, enjoy it. If you have it, enjoy it, but also realize it is a responsibility, and we do have a responsibility to take care of those that are less fortunate. But that's not where your worth lies. Like, your worth doesn't lie in your, what kind of house you live in and what kind of car you drive. And there will be those that will make you feel like it is, but it's not. And it's coming to that realization that you have worth, no matter what anyone else says, and knowing that within yourself, that you have worth. God puts you on this earth. You have worth. And she just started making a list and giving thanks for everything, even little things. The smell of her daughter's hair, the first sip of tea, hearing I love you before she went to sleep. And she realized, these days, she'd already had these blessings, but she started to take more aware and take stock and take inventory of it. And this little paragraph here is really powerful. It says, all I ask you to do today is to open the eyes of your eyes. Give your life another glance. Are your basic needs met? Do you have a home, food on the table, clothes to wear? Is there a regular paycheck coming in? Do you have dreams? Do you have your health? Can you walk, talk, see the beauty that surrounds you, listen to music that stirs your soul or makes your feet want to boogie? Do you have family and friends whom you love and who love you? And it's so true that these little things, if you're listening to this or watching this right now, then be thankful because you have the means. You have internet and a computer or a phone or something that you're watching this. If you woke up this morning, that is enough to be thankful for. So, just remember all these little things. And tomorrow we're actually going to I'm going to do a little project with you guys because we are going to start we're going to work on a gratitude journal. So, I'm excited to create a gratitude journal with you guys tomorrow. So, stay tuned for that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already so that you can join me on my year of simple abundance. And I hope you do join me and you start working through some of these concepts on your own, or go pick up a copy of the book. It's not like I always see them at like used bookstores and secondhand and stuff, so it's not expensive. Or order it on Amazon, however you want to handle it. So I will talk to you all soon, and I hope you all have the wonderful rest of your day.